You know what? I criticize all of them every single week, but that little boop on the end redeemed that entire fucking shitty intro.
I don't know.
The boop was me accidentally pressing one of the options.
I thoroughly enjoyed the boop.
With that boop, I think Auric just hit his new high score on the Too Soon podcast arcade machine.
It's 3.
Yep, it's a
a
whole
really
3.
hard game.
And on the Too Soon podcast arcade machine, you have 4 playable characters. Trenton.
Who nobody plays.
Well, one person does.
We're at the player selection right now. Can we not talk over each other? Like we got to hover over
that.
everybody. Trenton, Hadouken, Auric, Liam,
The person that everybody plays.
Trey.
I'm just a character that's highlighted black because you haven't unlocked them yet.
What would our abilities be in this fighting style video game? Because that's what I imagine it being. Is a fighting.
I imagine. I think it's like a side. No, it's like a side scroller beat 'em up type of game.
Yeah. Okay.
So,
but I think it's PvP though.
I feel like I would be
PvP.
fast, but not do a lot of damage.
Oh no, I'm thinking something like Teenage
But
Mutant Ninja
mental
Turtles
damage.
style, where like you got the 4 turtles that go through the level, just beat everything up along the way.
In the middle, it's both.
Yeah.
Fine.
Somewhere
you
in
beat
the
up
middle.
fake
Side
things and you
scrolling,
beat up each other.
beat 'em up.
Yeah, but I
So
feel
what-
like I
what
would
are
do low
abilities?
damage, but I can really hurt your morale by insulting you.
I think that would also be my ability.
No,
Well, no,
I
you could
believe
definitely do
Auric's
more
character-
damage, though.
Well,
He
yeah,
throws
but I
pizzas
could
at
also
people.
insult you, and I'm
Yeah,
a
no,
pacifist. So.
You would be slower and
No,
do more
pizza.
damage,
Oh.
but then
Pizza.
Yeah.
yeah, just throw pizza.
Pizza.
at
No,
you.
no. Here's
They
what it is.
heal.
I get pizza. It's just like in my pocket, and I take it out and eat it, and that's my healing item.
Yeah, you can heal yourself.
Wait, so in my mind, Auric's character in the side scroller beat 'em up is the surfer bro who eats a lot of pizza. But since Auric is a body surfer, his surfboard that he carries around is just another guy
It's another person.
because he's a body surfer.
Yeah,
Alright.
sure.
I like that.
That's what you do with body surfing. You
And then
use
Auric
someone
is and since Auric is so tall, obviously the game would
that tall.
high.
6
Well,
foot.
no, listen,
Jesus Christ.
no, but listen. So it's a video game, so they would hyperbolize it and make him like twice as tall. And since Liam is obviously only a little bit shorter than Auric, it's a video game. They'll hyperbolize him being half his size.
So I'm
So-
Godzilla surfer.
Yeah, why would you do
You're
that?
Godzilla body surfer. Well, it also works that way because if he's carrying another person as a surfboard, it's got to make sense. Come
Also,
on,
I'm
it's a
pretty
video
sure
game.
you're not using hyperbole correctly.
Over hyperbole just means to exaggerate
Does it?
or hyper. Yeah,
When you just say
Or-
exaggerate.
Yeah.
true. But hyperbole is. Oh, Auric's a writing major here.
Hyperbole doesn't mean
There-
exaggerate.
Yeah, no, it's exaggerate, but not to be intended. Like, you're not supposed to take it seriously. I literally just looked it up already. You
I'm
don't
not
need to
looking
check.
it up now, but I don't know. The use didn't sound right, but whatever.
Yeah,
Not to be taken literally. So yeah, that makes perfect sense.
yeah, but generally,
For a video game.
saying exaggerate is a better word.
Let's just stick to words that we know for sure are the right
Yeah.
ones for this podcast.
Yeah.
But
I
think
like that
I think
one.
Trenton's character would be like the tutorial
Hyperbole?
character. It'd be like the for beginners because he would just
The
tell
all-around
you how to
average
play
one.
it. No. You
Yeah,
would
he-
you
he
would
just
literally
tells
be
you.
a tutorial. You'd be a YouTube tutorial on how to play the game. Except you're
Yeah, it would just tell you
Yeah.
exactly how to play the game. It's just like, all right,
Hey
guys,
guys,
this is
if
what
you
you're
want to
doing.
use me, you gotta hit the X button to attack.
Hey guys, T Gizzle here.
See you on the next video.
and then he'll also tell you how to connect a Discord bot to your Discord server.
I stopped the player while playing. No. That's the wrong combo for this character.
No, you're going the wrong way. What are you doing?
Go
No,
right.
it's not high kick, low kick, high kick.
Stop.
It's high
Let
kick,
me
high
take
kick, high
control.
kick,
Let
block.
me take control.
Every
right
game
now.
like this is just walk to the right.
You know what?
Why are you walking to the left?
Take your quarterback and leave. I don't want you in my cabinet.
If you want to do the
It
combo
starts
right,
spitting
subscribe to
quarters
my
at
YouTube
people.
channel.
Man, that
What would
be
Trey be?
That would be a terrible character.
Oh.
Well, no,
Trey,
he'd be that unlockable character that's physically impossible to unlock.
But
He also has like a,
what are the rumors surrounding his character as to what he
that
does?
he's
No,
he's
it'd
so
definitely
OP.
be
He
like
has a
Ermac
companion.
in the original Mortal Kombat.
Yeah, I don't
Talking
know
about
shit about
Ermac?
Mortal
Yeah,
Like the
Ermac,
whole
whatever.
thing about Ermac where he was in it but really wasn't.
Yeah, that he was in the game but wasn't. That's one of my favorite things ever.
So there was just no game files of him?
Well, no, because
It was like
people
little tidbits and hints, but they did it, I think, on purpose.
Yeah,
or something
people-
like that.
would like Photoshop in, instead of like yellow for Scorpion or blue for who's the other guy? Sub-Zero?
Sub-Zero?
He would be red. And people were like, oh shit, and so people were like, oh yeah, if you beat Shang Tsung without like taking any damage or any of that, you get Ermac. And they're like, and it just never happened.
I mean, they eventually added Ermac into the...
oh yeah, they added him to the real game, but then...
Yeah.
But it was this whole...
That's a really good way to like add content into a game later.
Without
It's just
doing
pretend
shit.
that it's there, and then you
also,
just
that's
haven't
another
figured out
way-
how to unlock it yet.
To get them quarters.
Yeah, I was about to say it's another way to get them quarters.
Oh, okay, I didn't know. It was
There's another
arcade
character, Ermac. I gotta keep playing. I don't care how many times I lose.
But I think Trey's secret, like big secret thing for his character is that he would have like a little dog companion that's like super OP.
Yeah,
It's a tiny little Milo thing, but it actually like insta kills you.
Right. So his
And it has a
character
red
has his own
pig.
moveset and everything, but he just has the dog that follows him around that also like will occasionally
And the
super crit
dog
things.
has a little pig that follows him around.
Yeah, just the pig.
And then actually for Auric's character's ultimate move, it's like he summons this Roomba, like father.
My dog has a...
I'll wipe the floor with you.
My dog has a bleed effect where he'll throw ticks at you.
No, he'll like shake him off.
and then Liam's ultimate is to stop everybody. You're like, wait, guys, I'm better than you. I have a girlfriend. His girlfriend comes and is playable for like a few minutes.
Yeah, my girlfriend comes and just beats the... like, she's like twice as powerful as anybody else. She's gonna just kick your ass.
But it leaves you with like 1 health when you come back in after she's there.
Oh, yeah.
Because like it demoralizes you.
Yeah, it demoralizes the shit out of me because I'm like, fuck, she's better than me. But I already know that.
Actually, but the reason why I thought of arcade cabinet just now, though, is because at that gaming bar I was at, there was a bunch of arcade cabinets in it.
You were at a
want
gaming
an
bar.
arcade.
Tell us about it. I didn't
Oh
know.
my!
Whoa!
I didn't know about this.
I didn't
What are
talk to you on
those?
Discord while you
guys
were
are
there
bad at
and hear
lying.
all the loud noises. So tell us
What about
that.
loud noises?
Are we not gonna hear about
I'm
this
glad you
gaming
thought
bar,
that
or
my
else-
rant was going to go on longer. It
Did
usually
you?
does.
I was letting Auric talk while I was sipping on the Dew, that Mountain Dew.
Don't call
No,
it
but
that.
last week I was the Dew.
Shut up.
I'm drinking Mountain Dew in honor of Boogie right now because he can't drink it ever again.
I mean,
So?
he probably can drink it, but he
No, he
probably
actually said he
won't.
cannot
Also,
drink soda.
Why
anymore
does
with
that?
his
Who,
stomach.
who gives
We're getting a little
shit about
sidetracked
Mountain
here.
Dew?
We are.
Who gives
what
a
about
fuck about
Mountain-
Mountain Dew?
It's a soda.
It's not good. Just drink lemonade.
That's... How is Mountain Dew at all similar to lemonade?
It's just
what?
like real the same. I don't know. It's
And
better.
this is the section of the podcast where we get
I
off
don't
topic.
Yeah,
know
I
what,
don't think you know
Nova?
what lemonade or
You know
not
what,
lemonade.
Nova?
I
know
think
what
it's a
do you
Mountain Dew
drink
perfectly
milk?
adequate substitute.
Why do you drink milk? Just drink water.
Because it's not unhealthy and it's not disgusting.
I mean,
drink
I don't know
water,
why you
Nova.
don't just drink water. Water's delicious.
I also drink water, but I also like drinking soda too.
So it's disgusting.
I will have one Coke when I go to the beach. That is my tradition.
Back on topic.
All right,
Yeah,
you
back to
have-
the gaming bar.
You were at a gaming bar? What is a gaming bar? I didn't know.
Yeah, last week I was visiting some friends in Jacksonville, Florida. It's like the biggest city that's near where me and Trey live.
Where the Jaguars are.
Look at this city
Jacksonville
boy
Jaguars.
Yeah.
Yeah, I went over there and we were just hanging out, and then one of them suggested that we go check it out because it's the first gaming bar in Jacksonville. So we decided to go, but it's actually inside of a restaurant in Jacksonville called Chicago's Pizza. So actually, it was a little bit confusing because we went down to where this bar was at, inside Chicago Pizza, which is a restaurant/open bar,
Why is it called Chicago Pizza if it's in Jacksonville, Florida? That's false
because they
advertising.
serve Chicago-style pizza.
Chicago style.
Is it Pizzeria
That
Uno?
Style is the most important word there. You're not just suddenly
Well,
teleporting to Chicago.
I think people understand that if they're eating at a restaurant called Chicago, and it's not in Chicago, that it's not in Chicago.
Oh, I don't like its
Nah,
lack of
if I ever
originality.
went to something that was named like, if I was in New York and it was like Massachusetts pizza, I'd be like, all right, I'm going to Massachusetts for this shit.
Well, I avoid, whenever I'm out of state, I avoid anything that says New York styled pizza like the plague, because it never is. It
It's
just
never,
pisses
yeah.
me off.
It's always bad.
Well, it depends how far away you are from New York. If it's like Jersey and it says it, it's like fine. You don't even need to say it. You're like obviously. But if it's like Wyoming, you're wrong. All right, you're a gaming bar. Tell them about gaming. Whoa.
Gaming bars.
Well,
I like games.
originally, but before the gaming bar existed, it was that restaurant alone. And when the gaming bar wanted to open up, they basically took a section from that restaurant and dedicated it to the gaming bar. So it's
Is
kind
it
of
a
its own.
partnership or Is
it's
it
a partnership
independent?
essentially. It's basically the person who runs the bar. It's working with the people that runs the restaurant, but they're almost two separate entities, though, in the sense that like when you go to the gaming bar half of the whole building, it's like completely separate as far as like look and feel and
Yeah,
everything.
that's what I was wondering because you showed me that picture of like all the artwork on the outside of the building, and it has like Master Chief spray painted and stuff. And I'm like,
right. So the front of the building has like. Yeah, it doesn't make sense for pizza place, but for the pizza place that has a gaming bar in the very like second half of it, then yeah, it makes sense. But the only gaming stuff that the pizza / bar part has is the arcade cabinets, though. So when you first walk in, there's like pinball machines, classic arcade games like Street Fighter 2, Mortal Kombat, like some of the classic Star Wars arcade games. A whole bunch are in there, and then once you walk past all those and past the bar and pizza spot of the place, then that's where the game bar is, where they have a bunch of gaming PCs,
Sound like you said
bunch
gay
of
bar
TVs.
Wouldn't be the first time.
How much Trey loves gay bars.
But yeah, so they have a bunch of gaming PCs in there with like full keyboard, mouse, headset setups, TVs with all the consoles. They even have PlayStation VR, and then they have a bunch of projectors and screens in that part of the bar too, to have like live streams of like Twitch streamers, like Dr. Disrespect, other popular PUBG streamers, League streamers, stuff like that. And you just basically go in there and you rent time on either the TVs or the PCs, and you play games with people there.
Yeah, I was thinking about like that business model and how much their expenses must be.
Yeah, just to start, it has to be really expensive.
Well, even
start
let's say you have everything, all the start donated to you somehow. You manage that. You still have to figure out an internet solution for that.
Oh man,
which pricey and complicated. Because my fucking internet didn't even understand when you were here how to do R6 on two computers.
Yeah. That was
when you're
know
a
what was
business,
going on.
It's pretty easy to contact your ISPs like, hey, I need someone that's really good at setting up, or just getting professionals in general to set up a
True, but that's going to cost you.
LAN network.
And then imagine anytime something goes wrong with that, it's hard enough in your house to get it fixed. That's going to be even longer and harder. And if it's not working, then you're not making money. Because anytime the internet is down, less people are going to come. Then the other issue is just replacing as technology improves, and you have to replace certain items. And then the other cost is damages. You're in a bar.
Yeah,
there's a lot of liquid.
What if I get pizza in my console?
Yeah, what if someone shoves some liquid pizza into the fan of a PC?
Well, all these are
Drink some
definitely
pizza.
legitimate concerns, but really what it is, but when you think about it, those are all the concerns of almost any type of business that has any type of electronics to begin with, though.
Yeah,
and
there's
almost any
probably
type of
also
business.
some
But
kind of insurance that they can get
There's not
on
many
like assets and stuff.
like businesses where the model is, okay, here, the public comes into this building and has a good time here. Also, they're surrounded by tens of thousands
you can have
of
a good time.
dollars.
Good
Well,
time.
Nova.
Businesses that have a lot of technology, you're going to be an employee. That's what it is. You're going to be an employee of that business, and you're going to be in an office, and sure, there might be a fucking TV on the wall and a fucking computer in front of you. But then you fuck up, it comes out of your paycheck. When it's the public coming in to like go wild, that's a big difference. So yes, every company uses technology and a lot of it, but it's a very different scenario. It's not like every restaurant you order on a $10,000 PC. It just doesn't make any sense.
Those are like $500 PCs.
Oh, yeah, I know. I'm just exaggerating for the sake of a point.
But
You're hyperbole.
Hyperbolating.
Hyperbole.
Well, the way they manage it, though, is actually the bar itself actually probably looks a little bit bigger than the pictures I showed you guys, but it's actually just like one giant row of PCs, and then the opposite of that is where the TVs are. So it's a lot smaller, do you think? And actually, there's like usually like 2 to 3 guys who work for the restaurant / bar that are in there at all times, kind of like watching everybody. So
Yeah, I mean, I think it's a great idea. I just think the logistics of it all must be a nightmare for the owner / manager.
Look at
Actually, surprisingly, like from what I've talked to with the owner and everything, he actually has a chill day most days. He just kind of sits in games at his PC. If someone has an issue, he just walks over, fixes their issue, goes back to gaming.
I also feel like the possibility of combining alcohol and gamers feel like would end up bad.
Yeah, and
You get
just
one person
also
who can't handle their drink.
lots
and
of
they're
alcohol.
mad.
Yeah, that's true. But just lots of liquid near a lot of equipment with a bunch of drunk people. Like, I don't want that in my house. That's why I don't have parties. So,
Well, luckily they have the setups in a pretty decent way where the PCs are kind of far enough behind the setup to where if someone was to spill the drink or food, it wouldn't affect the PC. Like,
but it's
the worst
still
thing that would
inevitable.
happen-
No,
Yeah, to
it's
some degree.
inevitable that someone's going to destroy or damage one of those PCs. And chances are, unless you got cameras everywhere, you're probably not going to find out who it was, especially on a crowded night. No one's going to be like, oh yeah, sorry, that was me. I'll pay you $500. They're just going to leave. So good luck with that.
Yeah.
Well, the setup, I mean, honestly, no. If someone broke the PC, they would know, to the point where it would stop working right then. They would know right away because when you actually rent your time, they know who's going on what computer.
Yeah, you're acting as if this is like an ideal world where everything works perfectly. And
Yeah,
No, I'm not saying this whole setup. No,
we have
I'm
it
not
all
saying
the
that this is a
solutions are on
perfect
paper,
plan.
so it's going to work.
But
You make
but
it
these guys
sound like
are-
everything doesn't work.
I'm saying that preparing for the worst is what you should do when opening up a business.
Yeah, and I'm sure these guys have done that because
look at-
this bar's
what
been
is
open
it,
for like almost a
Korea?
year, I think.
How many gaming cafes they have? People literally staying there hours a day, like 3 days in
It's
a row.
also a different culture.
That's true, but still, it just
I mean, I'm not saying gaming isn't mainstream. I'm just saying that I don't... not that it wouldn't be successful necessarily just based off of the idea alone. I'm sure it probably would around here in New York and New Jersey. But I don't think it would compare to a almost, at least from an outsider looking in, an almost purely gaming culture.
This week on the podcast, Auric is a nihilist.
Well, I mean, gaming
week
bars are
only?
already really successful
This
in a lot
week.
of places in the United States. It's just not everywhere yet. Like,
I'm
in
just saying it's not a
Texas-
responsibility I would want.
No.
I'd go to one, maybe once a year.
I
Look
bet
at
you'd
it.
break something, huh?
yeah, purposefully and leave.
Auric
and be
is
like, hey, see, I
definitely
was
a
But
guy
right.
no, I mean,
fucking break
from,
shit.
from what I've seen for the few times I've been there now, like those guys who run it have a pretty chill time though, because most of the people they go there, because like think about it this way, the type of gamers that would go to a gaming bar are typically the type of gamers that have enough money to spend on not only renting the PCs and the TVs, but also buying drinks and food there. So they're typically a little more responsible than the average bar goer.
But then you get the average bar goer who's like, let's just stop in here. And he's one of those like wannabe alpha males. And he's like, games aren't real. And then he just goes crazy drunk and beats nerds up.
I mean, that's just the risk of owning a bar, though. That has nothing to do with a gaming bar.
But a regular bar doesn't have tens of thousands of dollars surrounding them.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of hard to just break a computer.
Drunk people manage amazing feats.
I guess.
But I definitely like it though. I like being somewhere where you get to actually see that, because especially as PC gamers, it's not necessarily something that you can always go out like when you're talking about games with other people and like necessarily like relate to. Because PC gaming's big, but not everybody goes to the trouble of either buying or building their own computers and actually getting into the whole setup. So going to a place where people are at least interested in PC gaming because the PCs are there, and be able to talk about, I play like Overwatch at home, and I play these games like PUBG, stuff like that, and being around people that are all into the same stuff as you. Like actually, when I was eating just at the restaurant part before I even went into the bar, I was showing my friends what PUBG was on my phone before we went to it, because I wanted to tell them that, I'm probably going to play a game of PUBG while I'm in there with my friends, and then they didn't really know what PUBG was yet, so I was showing them on my phone, and then the waiter saw that I was showing them PUBG. He's like, oh, have you tried out first person yet? Because this was like the same day first person came out. I was like, oh yeah, I haven't. Because I haven't yet, so even the people there who work there are like all into it. So it's just a cool environment to be able to eat good food, order real drinks like at a real bar, and then also go sit down and play some games, whether it's console or PC. Just it's nice to have a place where there's people that are really into the same stuff as you, and it's still an actual adult environment.
I just wonder if that business model will ever get to the point where it's like so popular that it almost takes over people having their own personal computers.
I doubt
that would be
I
interesting.
don't think so.
I don't think so either.
Yeah, I don't think there's ever
cool?
even seeing like consoles and stuff. Like people don't go places. Like even if there was a place that people could go just to play like a game on a Xbox or something, like
Look,
that
dude,
doesn't.
I like playing my games in my underwear and nothing else.
Exactly. That's what I was trying to get to.
I don't. Most people are just disappointments, so I don't like them. So I don't. Yeah, I don't want to deal with you.
For me, the experience was just cool to have a place to go to that's, a more social place and guarantee have something of interest for me there. It's
I just hate social interaction.
Like, for example, when I was playing Overwatch with Brian and Sam, the guys that I was there with, there was these other guys who saw that we were playing Overwatch at the time, came up behind us and started asking us about Overwatch and asking about the summer update stuff, and it was cool because people were like all interacting with each other.
Asking about Doomfist.
I'm enjoying it.
He's not Terry Crews, so he's not my Doomfist.
Yeah, hashtag not my Doomfist.
I do wish Terry Crews was Doomfist, but I'm so sure that like somewhere down the line they're gonna introduce Terry Crews as another character because of all that.
Probably.
They'd be dumb if they didn't, because that would bring a lot of people back to just like, wait, Terry Crews actually got his own character. Let's go check this out.
Yeah, but everyone would be like, oh yeah, but he should be Doomfist. Like he's better.
Honestly,
he would be better at Doomfist.
He shouldn't be though. Like Doomfist makes sense with the voice he's got. It would not make sense with Terry Crews.
Yeah,
I understand that decision. I can't talk today.
Doomfist is an African man.
Yeah.
From New Bonnie.
He should have been Doomfist.
No
Yeah.
Bonnie.
Hashtag
Honestly,
not my Doomfist.
they could probably make a more interesting character than Doomfist if they kind of model it with the idea that this character is going to be played by Terry Crews anyway.
Why not just put Terry Crews in the game?
Yeah,
No, they had
Terry
just-
Crews.
Oh, it's just
Terry Crews.
What would his abilities be?
He sprays you with Old Spice.
Old Spice.
Old Spice, okay,
His
but then
head
also he's
shoots
got to do
off.
something with like his nipple
pecs.
movement or whatever. Yeah,
Not nipple, his chest, his pectorals. Come
He
on
only
now.
moves his nipple.
sorry, I picked a funnier way of saying that. I truly apologize. It ruins the podcast. It's inaccuracies.
Yeah.
Nipple movements. Name of the podcast this week.
This quote unquote weekend, I went down to New Jersey to hang out with Auric. It was
Yeah.
crazy.
At a game bar?
No, not at a gay bar. At Auric's.
Oh. I mean, if you guys want to experiment, I understand.
I know you
Yeah.
understand.
Yeah, we know you understand because your spectrum has been severely manipulated.
Manipulated. One of our most popular episodes.
Oh
is,
boy, it's thundering.
Ooh, your dog going to bark then?
I hope not. You be good
Yeah,
boy
but
for me,
I
mama.
went to Spring Lake, New Jersey to hang out with Auric, and we fucking played Overwatch and made fun of Trenton.
Went to the beach.
I went to the
Wasn't
beach
someone
once.
else there too?
Oh yeah, Sarosky was
Alejandro
there too.
Sarosky. I
Yo,
probably shouldn't
dropping
have said his
fucking
name.
whole name. Jesus
don't
Christ,
know.
dude.
Just,
Wait,
that's
Sarosky is
smart.
actually his last name?
Yeah.
Yes.
Has he gone to a
What is-
gay bar?
His gamer tag is Sarosky. That's why it's like. Also, I'm used to. There's two Sarosky. No, two Alejandros in our group. So
Well, now you're gonna not be able to bleep out either part of his name. What a
I don't think he
scumbag.
gives a shit. I don't know. You
Nah,
decide
you
in
definitely
editing.
do.
I'm tired.
Asshole.
Well, the fact that he puts his last name out there, I probably just leave it.
Yeah, whatever.
Everyone calls
Sorry.
him Sarah Sky.
Sarah Sky.
Sarah
That was
Sky.
funny as hell.
We were playing some custom game in Overwatch where it was titled something that was really funny. It was like
It was
noob
Bad
snipers
Widowmakers only.
Yeah, and then
Bad
in parentheses
Widowmakers.
it said play the game equals kick,
Yeah. So we were like, now we need to play.
and they were all fucking great.
Yeah, everyone was pretty good. I was really surprised.
I was terrible. I'm terrible with
Is
Widowmakers.
that when you
Except
just shoot traps at people until they die?
no, it was headshots only, and you couldn't submachine gun either. You had to only
Yeah.
scope in.
It was locked.
But yeah, we had Liam's game was playing on the TV, and he was on the other team from me, and I just heard like everybody who was kicking my ass like talking about killing me and shit.
Yeah, they just kept making fun of him, and I was like, nice.
Well, they weren't. I mean, it was just there was one.
Actually,
it was,
no,
like,
they were more
group or
making fun
something.
of
It was like, oh, I
Sarosky.
got him. Hey, I got. Yeah, and then Sarosky did something, and they're like,
You got killed by Sarah
Sky.
So was your Jersey internet handling all those new
It's
connections
handling
in
everything
your house?
except R6 for
Yeah,
whatever
Rainbow
reason.
Six
but
was not working.
I think it's just
at
R6
all.
is broken.
Well, UB shit is not the best at servers.
But also, I did notice when I tested my speed after you guys left, I noticed my upload speed was like incredibly low compared to my download. Like my download's 120, my upload was I think 8. Now it's up to like 14. It's supposed to be 35.
Interesting.
Well, that's not good.
And Optimum, just we called
Optimum's
Optimum
ass. I fucking hate Optimum.
This was so stupid.
Called out.
We called Optimum and we're like, all right, yeah, we got slow internet. And they're like, okay, we'll help you out with that. And we're like, all right, we already reset the router, so we could skip that, right? And they're like, no, go ahead and reset the router.
Go reset the
We're
router.
like, all right, fine. We'll reset the router. So we reset it again. And then they're like, anything different? I'm like, no. And then they're like, all right, restart your computer. Like, what? Like, that's... What?
Yo,
Well, they try to do everything they
should I
can to
start
not actually
ranting?
have to do anything.
Yeah, then they blamed it on the fact that I have a Netgear router instead of one of theirs. Even though when we got Optimum, they're like, "Yeah, you should probably get a Netgear router. It's better than ours because we're in a process of switching to newer technology. So the ones that we have available are not good. So get a Netgear." So we did, and now they're like, "Yeah, it's because you got Netgear." And it's like always blame a different fucking company.
So you guys want to hear my rant?
What's your rant?
About Jersey?
So, as you three know very well, and I'm pretty sure we've mentioned this on the podcast, my internet fucking sucks.
Oh yeah,
Like
you'll
it'll just
probably
shut off
disconnect
for
at some
no
point
reason
during this
like,
podcast.
It just hopefully it doesn't. But
You got GTA open?
no,
Yeah,
I'm
for
on
whatever
my
reason,
I'm on my
GTA
Surface. But it just fucking sucks. It always shuts off and it's ass, and I hate Optimum for it. So I got in contact with them like last month, and I was like, "Hey, my internet sucks. Why? Like, why does it keep shutting off?" And they were like, "Oh, like the firmware on your router is messed up. You need to update that." I was like, "All right, how do I do that?" And they're like, "We're gonna do it right now." And I was like, "All right." They're like, "Your internet's gonna shut off for a bit, and then you're good." And I'm like, "Perfect, thank you." So my internet shut off, turned back on. I finished talking with them. My internet shut off, and I was like, "You gotta be fucking kidding me!" Like 2 days later, because I need to work the next day. So 2 days later, I get back on like phone or chat, whatever. I don't even remember what I did. But I was like, "Look, you said the my router was out of date. Like you updated it, and then it still sucks. What happened?" They're like, "Oh, I think it's just like the what's called the hardware. You gotta get a different router. We can send you one right now." I was like, "All right, just send me one." And they're like, "All right, I'll be there in like 2 to 3 business days." It's like,
Did
cool.
they charge you?
I don't even know. I don't even give a shit. It's not my internet. So router comes, set it up. The exact same router that we had before. Like literally the exact same model, everything. So I was like,
Well,
all
they
right,
won't
this isn't
upgrade
gonna
you for free.
I was like, this isn't going to fucking work. So I set it up. It works for about 3 hours, and then it starts shutting off again. And then I've just been working nonstop, and I've been doing shit. So I finally got to it today, and I got in contact with them, and I gave them the whole rundown and all that stuff. They were like, "Did you restart the router and turn it back on?" And I was like, Yo, you gotta be fucking kidding me. You gotta be joking, right? You don't think I turned off the goddamn router?
That's what I don't understand. Like, do these people understand what year it is? It is not like 1996 where no one fucking knew what a fucking megabyte was. We goddamn know now. And we know what we're supposed to be getting, and we know when we're not getting it.
I literally asked her. I was like, "Are you goddamn kidding me? Of course I turned off the router." And she was like, "Oh, then you're going to have to send a technician out."
Well, did you turn it
what
back
day
on?
Is best? She was like, "We're going to have to send a technician out. What day is best for you?" And I was like, "I don't know right now. I'll have to get back to you and find a way to like get one myself." And she refused to tell me how to like call someone to get a technician in. And then she told me that, like, to get a technician out, it costs, like, $60. I was like, you gotta be fucking joking. Oh, I hate Optimum. Fuck you, Optimum. If you're listening to this podcast, I hope you fucking go out of business or something.
That's almost the same situation with every ISP, though, because every ISP, if you're with them, more than likely they have a lockdown where you live.
And
so
your problem does sound like, from my limited knowledge of ISP and what they do, it sounds like a poll issue. Like, I know whenever we switch from one service to the next, because we do that to keep our prices low every like 2-3 years or whatever, they always have to go out in our backyard where the pole is and like swap some shit around. So if it's cutting out, it doesn't sound like it's your router at all. It sounds like it's like you're some kind of flow to your router that just shuts off. So it's a pole issue.
Yeah, they're just retarded. They don't know how to fucking.
You gotta get in.
Honestly, the only real way they'll ever really confirm an issue is if the technician is there and he sees something happens, or he can like run a test and actually check your speeds while he's there.
Yeah, but then it becomes that whole thing that like the same shit that happens with mechanics in your car. It's like every now and then my car will just go like blah, 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 and then you drop it off and they're like, yeah, we couldn't get it to do that, so it's probably not doing that. And you're like, well, it does, so I don't know what to tell you. It does the thing, so just trust me. As your customer, just fucking trust me and fix it. Don't tell me it's not happening, because then as soon as you give it back, it'll happen. Then I got to drive all the way fucking back.
Hey, luckily my mechanic is pretty good about, if something happens, like if they can't figure out something while I'm there, like, always just bring it right here when it happens so we can just look at it, because they'll look at it almost any day they're working, as long as I get it there in time.
Well, I noticed a difference between the way that the mechanic, we have like 2 mechanics that we go to frequently. One is in Portchester, New York, and one is here in Spring Lake. And the one in Spring Lake, he's always very busy, but like the way he treats me versus the way he treats my mom is like, it's just obviously somewhat sexist. Like, it's not even on purpose, but it's like, he just, she'll say, like, yeah, this is happening, and he's like, nah, it's not. And then he'll call, and then, like, one day we were on the beach, and it was my car was doing something weird, and she dropped it off for me. And he called saying something like, yeah, we can't get it to do it. Are you sure it's doing it? And then she just hands me the phone. I'm like, yeah, it's doing it. Like, kind of sternly. And he's like, okay. And then he just, like, he figured it out. But when she was like, yeah, it's doing it, he's like, nah, you're just dumb.
Nah, you don't know what you're talking about.
And it's all because, like, for whatever reason, male mechanics must get, like, a fucking hard-on every time you tell them what year and make your car is. Because, like, as soon as you know what year your car is, they're like, all right, you're one of us. It's like, Jesus Christ, it's a fucking number. It doesn't mean I'm one of you. I don't know what I'm goddamn doing. But sure, if that impresses you, fuck yeah. Now fix my goddamn car.
Yeah, no, I don't know why some people just don't understand that. Hey, this comes right back to Optimum. They don't understand that this is a different age than in 1990. Fucking people do a lot of different things.
Even though the people we're talking to are probably like 28.
Yeah, it's just like, you're retarded.
And that's the angry customer segment of the podcast.
Yeah, we're all mad at everybody, and they all suck.
Did you learn to body surf over the weekend, Liam?
No.
He didn't really
I already know how to body surf.
That's the important question.
Everyone thinks they know how. No one fucking knows
I've been body surfing since I was like 15.
Yeah, in what conditions? Like 2-foot waves? Congratulations.
Yeah, I can body surf 2-foot waves. That's pretty impressive.
That sounds pretty
The waves are like 9 foot today, and that's nothing.
Exactly. It's easier to body surf big waves.
No, it's not. You drown.
Pish posh.
Auric is an uncertified, unofficial, official lifeguard. I trust his opinion on bodies and surfing's more.
Great.
Not body surfing, bodies, and surfing.
Just say unofficial, not official, unofficial, because that confuse. I am not a licensed lifeguard.
Unofficial ANOVA.
I have just made a few rescues in my life. That is it. I don't actually know CPR. I don't actually know how you're supposed to rescue. I don't have a flotation device.
I actually don't know how to swim.
I don't even know. Honestly, this is going to sound fucking bizarre, but the way I learned to swim was not through swim classes. It was through going to the Maritime Aquarium and watching otters. So if you ever actually see me swimming underwater, I swim like an otter, hybrid seal, hybrid dolphin, depending on the circumstances.
I want to swim like Otter.
But honestly, I think it's better for what I'm doing. I'm not a fast swimmer. I'm just a strong swimmer. That's how I would describe it. Like, I can get out of a rip current pretty much no matter what, as long as I have fins on. And I can stay afloat for fucking hours. I could stay out in hurricane conditions for 6 hours. I've done that. But I can't swim from one end of the pool to the other faster than the next guy. I'm not fast.
Michael Phelps.
Yeah, I'm not going to race a shark and then not do it. Or whatever the fuck he did.
He did.
Did he? I don't even know. I just thought it was a prank or something.
It wasn't a prank. He swam in the same conditions that a shark would, and they...
What does that mean?
What does that mean?
So, like, salt
He
water?
swam in water?
Yeah, salt water in the middle of the ocean.
Hunting seals?
That's just stupid. This is what they should have done, and it would have gone extremely viral. Put
Well, it
a
did go
pool
extremely
next to a
viral.
tank. Well, viral enough where I would have fucking known what happened, because I didn't hear a goddamn thing about it, because it didn't sound impressive. So it's not that viral. I'm on the internet all goddamn day, and I don't know what happened, so not that viral. I'm saying what they should do is put a fucking, like, saltwater tank next to a pool. And then have, like, a glass wall in between. Like it's
Yeah, but you
Atlantis
can't.
or something.
It's not reliable that the shark will swim in a straight line as fast as it
Put
can.
meat at the other end.
I don't think sharks are that stupid that they're like, oh, there's food. I'm gonna go.
Well, then
chase it."
don't fucking propose this stupid idea to begin with. How about that?
It worked. And
Wait,
they
wasn't
showed
that
No,
your
it
idea?
didn't.
that Phelps was slower than a shark.
Wow. Who gives a shit? No shit.
A human, a fucking ape, is slower than a fish.
You guys are the ones that are fucking. I don't even give a shit. Fuck
I don't
you.
know anymore.
I got kind of confused of what we were talking about to begin with. So, with this whole Shark Tank thing. But in my mind, when someone says a fish is faster than a monkey in the water, I'm like, yes.
Well, yeah, it makes sense that he is.
Put that
slower than
fish
a
on
shark.
land. See who
But it was
faster.
very cool to see how they did it.
Look, if someone told me that there was the fastest monkey in the water compared to other monkeys, of course, that's how things work. But a monkey being faster than a giant fish, no.
Yeah, I mean, it makes sense. But it was a fucking funny joke for Shark Week.
It's stupid.
Oh, Sharknado's a thing that happened.
Sharknado
I never
is
saw the
garbage.
There's like
I never
12
bothered
movies,
to watch
right?
it. I think
There was like several
3, right?
sequels.
I think there's 6.
Really?
Yeah.
There's,
Why?
There's a lot.
Someone fact check.
Did
Someone
they
fact check.
release in theaters still? Did they ever
No.
release in
No,
theaters?
they were all
They were-
direct TV.
They were sci-fi originals.
Okay.
So they went right to the
makes
sci-fi
sense.
channel.
Did you guys
Yeah,
ever
that
watch that old show, probably like early 2000s, where they'd be like, all right, we're going to simulate a lion fighting a cobra. I don't know, probably not a cobra.
Yeah, it's
but-
like Deadliest Warriors, but animals.
There's
Yeah,
5.
What?
There's 5.
There's 5.
I think
Sharknado
the 5th
movie.
is coming though.
Jesus.
The 6th is coming.
I never remember what that show is called, but that was fucking cool. They would make metal versions of the animal and then simulate the force of the impact of their jaw and shit, and then they'd like translate that into a virtual world, and it looked like it probably would not translate well to modern day technology, but at the time it was like, these fucking wild cats are in Tron world and they're fighting each other and it's awesome. That was like my favorite show for like a year.
I mean, I love Deadliest Warrior, so I feel like I
Yeah,
would have
same
been
exact
into that.
premise. Yeah.
Well,
There was a
animal
game on
that.
360
It's just Deadliest
at one
Warrior,
point.
but they wear costumes.
But actually, do you guys remember the Deadliest Warrior game? I didn't buy it. I played a demo. Like,
Yeah,
on
one of my
360.
friends. It was called Animal Face Off.
Oh, was it? Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
I knew it wasn't like anything like any spectacular name that was super memorable, but it was good because I was big into animals as a kid.
Like ducks?
That's why, yeah, like ducks.
Swans.
That's why I model my swimming after otters.
I just
Whale?
really enjoyed the episode of Deadliest Warrior where what's it called? Al Qaeda fought what was it? Fucking I.R.A. That was so
All of
fucking
it?
funny.
All of Al Qaeda.
Does it just blow himself up at the end?
Yeah, all of
You
Al
don't even
Qaeda
know
fought
how
all
many
of the
people are
I.R.A.
there, though.
But it was because it was great because one of the members of Al Qaeda actually killed another member of Al Qaeda with the rocket launcher. Jeez. And the Irish one. Fuck yeah.
Oh wait, did you say Irish?
Yeah, the IRA.
Oh,
The Irish.
What do you think? He said the IRS?
yeah. I thought
They
you said it a
took the
few times.
money.
I kind of assumed that's what he thought I said.
Yeah. Well, for some reason I thought you were saying IRS,
For
but I
not
was like,
paying
wait,
your taxes.
no. I thought he was saying IRS, and then in my mind I was like, does he mean FBI? And now this makes a lot more sense.
Yeah, I bet Al Qaeda doesn't pay their taxes.
I can only imagine since, they're not in the U.S.
Yeah. That too.
That's a major thing.
The
What
IRS
else
fights Al
happened?
Qaeda. That's this week's episode.
Yeah, this week on IRS this week.
man.
Al Qaeda. Yeah, but I went down to Jersey. We had fun. We didn't get ice cream, which bullshit.
Yeah,
Fucking asshole.
Should have done
Any
that
other
earlier.
stories from your boy Alejandro though? Did he do anything crazy, wacky, or stupid?
I mean, he tried to buy an armadillo with an Alexa.
Oh yeah, we use the Alexa quite a bit, and
Yeah,
we
just
found
the
out that
screaming
Alexa
thing,
learns stuff. Like if you
Yeah,
ask,
she didn't know about lizards.
yeah,
but
she
now
said,
does.
I think Alejandro's like, Alexa, tell me some lizard facts, and she's like, sorry,
I don't
I'm
know about
still
that.
learning about lizards. And we're like, what does that mean? Are you at the library or something? Like,
And then the next
how are
day
you
we
learning
woke up
about
and we were like, hey, tell me some lizard facts.
Yeah, and she
was
keeps
like,
telling us about
a
chameleons.
chameleon fucking sucks its own dick or something.
She's got one chameleon fact, and two chameleon facts, but it's like the same thing. And she says its tongue is longer than its body, and its eyes look in two different directions. I'm like, yeah, I've known that since I was 6. Great job.
And
That
it sucks
scares
its own
me.
dick.
Because what if you were like one day just with Alexa, like, hey Alexa, tell me about friendship, and she's like, I'm still learning about that. Next day, she like wakes you up. She's
Tell
like,
me
"Hello,
about emotions.
Auric."
Tell me about emotion.
And then she starts learning.
Trenton.
And she starts learning about everything, and then before you know it, you're in the movie Her.
What was the other? Oh, also when Sarosky like slept late, we decided we were gonna wake up at 11, and Liam and I were on time, and
Yeah, it was like noon by the time we got
Yeah.
up.
So I just put Sarosky was sleeping downstairs, and I just turned the Alexa on and said, Alexa, play Morning Has Broken, and I just put it on full blast, and so he just woke up to Morning Has Broken. Yeah. And it's a good song. Maybe that'll be this
Slept
week's song.
tit. Don't let the bed bugs bit.
That's
Yeah,
an oldie.
and then we also it just happened to work out that you streamed just about every night that we were there.
Yeah.
So every night we would have like 5 screens just of
Yeah,
your
that's what my
stream
Snapchat
playing.
was. It was just 5 screens of you.
Yeah, we had the TV, my computer, Auric's computer, Sarosky's computer, all fucking playing your stream. And
Auric's
then we were
mom.
all just commenting in your chat, and it was
Auric's
the
mom
funniest
was
shit in the
watching.
world. Yeah, we were just like posting stupid shit.
The
Like,
Roomba was watching.
we asked you about armadillos.
Oh yeah, so that's where this was going. We somehow got Alexa to add a
Oh, yeah.
realistic decorative lawn.
Armadillo.
What was it? It was described as like an
It was like
indoor-outdoor decorative armadillo. And now that's just on my wish list on Amazon, and the reviews of that thing are so fucking funny. Let me see if I can pull that up, because it's just these people that are reviewing this armadillo. It's like, what are you doing? It's not gonna not work.
Yeah,
an
There's a lot of
armadillo.
funny
It's a decorative
Amazon
armadillo.
reviews.
But they weren't even trying to be funny. They're just like, that's the
It was
kind
like,
of person
it
they
fooled
are.
my husband.
Yeah. I want to find... Okay, here's the decorative armadillo. We'll link this in the link dump.
My grandfather was half armadillo, so this makes me proud of my heritage.
All right, here. Verified purchase. Purchased this cutie and placed it on my front porch. When my kids and grandkids arrived later that evening, they sat in the car looking at the creature, took pictures, were certain it moved, and even thought about getting a box to capture it. They seriously thought it was real. My husband was also fooled, beckoning me to see it on the porch after he opened the front door on the little fella. Yep, looks real enough. Solidly built, too. 5 stars.
Then he beat me.
Like he does every night.
He's like, how dare you fool me about armadillos?
It was so funny because we didn't realize until like the day after that she put it in the car.
Yeah, and then also, Alexa can remind you of stuff. So if you say, Alexa, remind me in so-and-so amount of time, you can even say like 5 seconds. We said something like, Alexa, remind me that I'm Auric in 5 seconds. And then, so it actually gives you a notification on your phone. But she said something like, we're reminding you that kids are an orc, or something like that. Like it
she
didn't understand
hear
what we said at
correctly.
all. But so I got a notification on my phone that's like, kids are Nork, and I'm like, what the fuck?
And then we also asked her to play like bad pirate music or something, and it played the most sexist pirate song that I've ever heard in my entire life.
You have to
It was
find
like-
that song.
Yeah, no, you gotta find it. It's
Well,
on the
yeah,
fucking-
all right, I'll add that
put it in
onto
the
the
playlist.
Spotify playlist.
Do you
But-
guys want to hear a Amazon
Wait,
review
I'm not
for
done.
Battlefront?
Wait, we'll give you 1 second. So It's basically a song that's just like, you're a bad pirate because you're a female.
Yeah, that was the whole premise of the song. It's it's going on and on and on about like, you're a terrible pirate. I don't see you having these abilities or anything like that. And then it goes because you have a vagina.
It was just like, what the fuck am I listening to?
Extremely sexist.
That was just weird.
All right, read us our Battlefield fact.
Oh yeah, so this is for the Battlefield Deluxe Edition for PS4. Congratulations, EA! You earned 1 star. Additional stars can be added if you purchase for $5.49 each.
That's rough.
You gotta buy the rest of the stars.
That's really funny. I like that.
That's a smart fucking move.
All right.
Quiet.
So music.
Yeah, music.
I already got mine written down, so I'll say it.
All right.
You guys should listen to First Day of My Life by the Bright Eyes.
Mine is an inspiration from this weekend. It's not actually the weekend. It was Sunday to Tuesday.
Boys.
Is it the sexist pirate?
It is Richard Cheese. Rate
Me. Mine. I'm looking. Did I ever do Morning Is Broken? If not, that's what I'm doing. You know what? I'm doing it. There's gonna be 2 if I already did it, and if not, there's 1. And then I'll also add the pirate song if I can find it again.
Yeah, if anyone can ever find that song.
I don't know.
Come on, we gave you enough time.
Also,
God damn it.
while he's thinking really quick, we didn't mention it yet, but last week's song at the end was from our good friend Mallow, Tasty Melons on SoundCloud.
Ooh,
Yeah, make sure to check him out.
But I'm sure it was.
He makes some pretty good music.
It
was a weird one.
Super Rich Kids from Frank Ocean.
Super rich kids. Not just normal rich kids.
Make sure to write down the music because I'm looking for that.
It's like
pirate
Rich
song.
Kids, but super.
Oh,
It was
shit.
called like The Worst Pirate. Let's see if I can find it.
But you know what you can find? Us
No, I
on
think I
Twitter
found
at Too Soon Podcast. On Facebook.com/Too Soon Podcast. YouTube, we're on Too Soon Podcast. We're on iTunes, Google Play, Libsyn, Stitcher, TuneIn. Anywhere you want podcasts, we're up in that bitch. You want to email us, hit us up at the toosooncrew@gmail.com. Join our Discord, discord.me/TooSoonPodcast. And then also, we have the playlist with all of our songs on Spotify. That's in the description of the YouTube video, or if you look up Too Soon Playlist on Spotify, you can find us there.
I think it's Too Soon Podcast playlist.
Oh, all right, whatever.
Let me double check.
It's too soon. That's all that matters.
Yeah, it is way too soon.
Oh, no, it is just Too Soon Playlist. You were right.
Exactly. I wrote it down for a reason.
And hopefully by next week, I won't say anything right now, but hopefully we'll have some announcements for some things you guys can do also to support the show, but we'll talk about that next week.
And
Give us money.
Yeah, also give us money.
Our Patreon that Tickets will always makes up.
Yeah, if you always
that's for the Halo server.
If you want
only.
to see anything that we talk about during the podcast, make sure to look at the YouTube because that's where the link dump is, and wherever Trenton also puts it.
Eventually, we'll have a dedicated spot for it.
Yeah, one day.
A more consistent, dedicated spot than the YouTube.
One day when we have more money. So give us money.
All right. And then on one last final note, we'll kick it to Trey for the end of the podcast report.
What have you learned today?
I don't know.
Thanks, Trey.
Nova swims like an otter.
There we go. That's the most important part.
Yeah.
Auric is
That's the
Otter
title.
Man.
Often listens to sexist music.
No, I don't listen to sexist music.
Yeah, you do. Don't lie.
No, Alexa
and
listens to sexist music.
Trenton's bar.
Bar.
Okay,
Trenton's
end of the
bar.
podcast.
That was our podcast report.
Yeah. I'm gonna get fired. Bye.
See you guys in
Gotta
the
go.
next one. Oh, it's episode...
Hi, guys.
Wait, what's the episode number?
19.
We didn't say. I don't know.
19.
19. See you in 20.
When I woke up this morning, when the sun had showed its shine, And I say good morning, yes, Mr. Morning. But you ain't no friend of mine, yes, she's leaning on the bedpost. Said your gambling days is done and I'm going back to Bloomfield. I gotta find me someone who ain't a loser or a boozer. Flatboy at the time, somebody with more than